Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War. So before we start this battle, I'm going to give you guys a quick update of everything that's happened so far. So the Tangerians attacked Greenington because they did not get what they wanted in the human dimension. They were entitled to a portal which grants them unlimited plastic from the human dimension. But the Greens, being the leaders of the UPN, said no. So, in retaliation, Sultan Rumek sent assassins to assassinate King Greenlin and Donald Grump. And you can see that from episode 1. So, moving over to episode 2, the Battle of Valleyput. So, in the Battle of Valleyput, they started to build a fleet to, prepare for war against Tangeria if it was going to happen because of the assassination attempt, you see. And I don't know, the Tangerians, they knew this was going to happen. They knew that they was going to build a fleet, and they countered that by sending over their fleet, and they destroyed them in the Battle of Pearl Harbor. So that was pretty cool. The Battle of Valleyput, should I say. So that was episode 2, and then moving from episode 2, the Greens and the Blues came together as an alliance, and they decided, nope, this is not good, we cannot have this, and they had a joint invasion of Istanbul. And Istanbul was attacked by the Greens and the Blues in episode 3. So after they attacked it, they captured Platos, which was the old Tan Prime Minister from the old Tan Empire. Well, the new Tan Empire, the old new Tan Empire, should I say. They captured him, took him home, they trained him up, and they gave him some money, and they sent him off to Viet Tan. So Viet Tan is over here, and they staged a coup. They funded the coup, and Viet Tan split into two. And the Tans own the south and the Tangerians own the north. And from that, the Tans were supplied with Grey K-47s from the Greys and other weapons. And they countered against the Tangerian assault to take the south of Viet Tan. And they pushed north and won every single battle. And in doing that, they took the second bridge. And taking the second bridge really ticked off the Reds. And the Reds then got involved, because Sultan Rumek died. He was assassinated by his own people, and the Sultan, I think it was Sultan Laventine the First, he was put in place of Sultan Rumek. So there he is right there, look, this is a modern map, this is all up to date. So after that, they've started building more men in Tangiers itself, and they're going to be trying to take back the south of Viet Tan very soon. So the Reds joined the war, and the Red Union, you can see that they came in, they completely destroyed Tan Nam and all its inhabitants. You know, it's just a ghost town now. And now they're moving towards Tan Chi Minh. And the Tangerians and the Reds have gave them terms. They've said, surrender the bridge, surrender Tan Chi Minh, and we will leave you alone. You know, go back south, we don't want you in the north. Go back to the south. You know, we'll deal with you later in the south. And the Tans, they said no. Okay. The Tans said no, and now the Reds are like, okay, we're going to come and destroy you. So after that, the Greens and the Blues have decided to come together and go, do you know what, we can't have this. You know, the Reds are getting involved. Nobody likes a Red. And we're going to send an expeditionary force to support the Tan people, so the Vietnamese. So they've gathered some troops in the military base in the Mili Mountains in Greenland, and they've also gathered a full division of airborne infantry, and they're going to be sending them over to South Viet Tan, but they've got to look for a passage first, you see, because they can't go over Tangeria, and they can't go over the Red Union, so they're going to have to make a deal with the Purples, I think, to try and cut across. So we've got the Reds, and we've got the Blues, and we've got the Greens, we've got the Tans, we've got the Tangerians being the Oranges, and we've got the Greys. They're all the factions. So the Greys, the Tangerians, and the Reds are allied. And then we've got the Greens, the Blues, and the Tans. They're allied. The only ones in the whole of Plastica that are neutral are the Purples, known as Pearl. And they're currently attacking Fort Tan. And that's because the Tangerians, the Oranges, are fighting on two fronts. And they've seen their chance, and they've been like, oh, they're weak, you know. They're pretty weak, so we're going to attack. And they attacked in the previous video with their full navy, because the Purples have the strongest navy in the south, and the Greys have the strongest navy in the north. So that's pretty much everything that's happened at the minute. We have got some Tangerians coming to support them, but you're going to see all that in this video, which is about to happen, you see. So what else is there? Have I missed anything? Have I ever missed anything? We've got Growl. Okay, we've got Growl. I've built Growl now, and I've finished it off up in the north. And this is the Greys, and the Greys have the biggest navy in the north, and they own the northern seas, and they're political enemies with the Purples, you know, being also very superior with their navy. And the Grawl also owned the central island, which has a volcano on it, and they're using the volcano to make power for all nations. And this is currently under UPN investigation every month, which is every nation sends a diplomat to check on them to make sure they're not up to anything mischievous. So that's pretty much everything that's happened so far in the series. There is a lot more detail to it, but I don't want to be talking for hours and hours and hours. So here we go. So I'm going to shake my cursor now, and we're going to go into the second part of the Battle of Fort Tan. So the second part of Fort Tan is about to commence, and the Purples have regrouped their soldiers all along the beaches of Fort Tan, and their objective now is to take the main fortress, as the Orange forces have blockaded the hole that they made in the giant wall on the right hand side. So they have landed a few more troops, and if we look down here we can see there is a lot of Purple soldiers that are still active, and they are just waiting for the right moment to charge. You can see that the Tangerians have brought in some reinforcements, and they've deployed some mortars, and they've still got some of their cannons still active, which is stopping any more ships from reaching the coast. But look at this, look. The Purples are going to do a full charge in a minute on the main fortress itself. There is only one company of men, well, what's left of one company of men, which is left in the fortress. And you can see they've all rushed out and they've started to man the walls. The main objective is to take the central part, and you can see it's not very well defended. There is just a handful of troops, and we have this Tangerian general right here, and I want you guys to name him in the comments. I'm going to let you guys name him in the comments, and I will pick the best one. Oh my god, look, here they go, look, they've decided to charge, and this is a full-scale charge along the whole of the beach. Look at this, look. Oh, it's just a matter of time to see who wins Fort Tan, because if the Purples win, they hold a very, very strategic location in the land of Plastica. What are they doing? They're just running into the bullets. No, sir, no, sir. You do not make the same mistake. Get a grenade over there. It's like, don't run over, men. There's men. They're hiding. They're on the floor. They're lying down. I'm going to throw a grenade. Now I'm going to cover them with my PKS. I keep going to say SKS, because it's a PKS because it's purple, you see. Look at that. They've actually made it through. Oh, wow. I did test this before, and the Purples were absolutely annihilated. But we still have 2 more rows to advance, so this is going to be exciting to see how they do. I would have included this part of the battle in the last video, but for some reason I kept getting these weird crashes, because at the end of the day, I know this is a series and everything, but it is still in Men of War Assault Squad 2, and Men of War Assault Squad 2 can be very glitchy sometimes. I'm just going to manually send these guys up here, give them a little nudge. Oh my god, it was lucky that I moved them then, I guess, a little bit, but then again, maybe not. You know, we just lost a lot of Purples right there. So let's just move them up, because I don't want another mortar landing right there. We're going to deploy them on the left, and we're also going to deploy them on the right. And whilst they're running up there, we're going to check how they did on this side, because there was a full force attacking from this side as well. And it looks to me, we have still got some soldiers on the beachhead as well. But no, they're not doing very well. Let's play as the Tangerians for a little while. So let's play some snipers and just pick them off as they come around the corner. So like I say, name the commander in the comments. I'm going to let you guys do that. Oh, look at this. Oh, we can see the silhouettes. Look, we can see through the walls. Let's just disable that really quick. I don't want to see the silhouettes. It destroys the realism, I find. But, yeah. This is a really cool battle. Oh my... Did you see that and throw that grenade? He just threw it over the house. Oh no, not quite. I don't know why he's hiding like that for. He just stood in the open. So you can see that the Purples have took full control of these upper walls now. Now it's just a matter of taking the central plaza, and this would be a main courtyard where they do like parades, and you know, they can put anything in here. They could put up a few gazebos, host a school fete or something, who knows. But the Purples are going to move up now. I'm going to move them up manually because they don't seem to want to do it on their own. And by the way, I have still got a cold, guys, so if I do sound a little bit more nasally than usual, you know, that is because I can't breathe out of my nose. It's all speaking out of my mouth and not using my nose to speak, you see. So this side looks pretty clear to me. And I will show you the Tangerians, look what they did. They moved up a full tank company, and they've stopped all of the purples from advancing through this central part. And that's bad, you see. That's really bad, because this was the part where they needed to charge through. And they can't do that now. They just can't do it. They can't even land any more troops. So the purples now have got to secure the walls, and as soon as they've secured the fort, then they can move in some more troops, because we won't have any more artillery, you know. All this artillery. It's been destroying the purple fleets. So the purples have had a massive kick in on this battle. A huge kick in. Let's move these forward. We've got a full charge here. Look, who's going to win? Who's going to win? Oh, we've got AKs, we've got PK-47s, PKSs, grenades throwing. It's just a matter of time now. Oh my god. Oh no, a grenade just took those two out. I love these battles. It's so cool. I wish, the only problem is a fortress, you see, I can't get my words out. The only problem with the fortress is that the corridor is so narrow, and it's really hard to rush men around corners without them all dying at once. So there's the commander that you guys are supposed to name. He's gonna take on the full purple armada right here by the looks of it. Oh my god, oh no, he just got shot. Not good. So here we go, the Pearlanese have actually secured the whole of the fort now, and that was quite an easy push. And that's because they all charged at once, you see. And you can see it's also very foggy indeed. So now we're going to give the signal to the rest of the armada, and we're going to land wave 2 on the beaches. So let's land wave 2. So here comes the purple fleet, and these guys are going to reinforce the hell out of Fort Tan. So we cannot let these land. We have got planes on standby, ready to deploy and take out these ships. So this is where it is up to me to take out as many ships as possible. So look at this, look, we've got machine guns. Oh, dude, this is epic. We're going to drop a bomb right there. Is that a direct hit? Oh, a direct hit. So we're going to try and stop as many of these ships from landing as possible. We have got some comrades flying around somewhere, but I don't know where. Let's just get this guy. Go on, get him there. There we go. I wonder if that's going to hit him. That's a near shot. No, not. Oh, we did. We got him. This is good. This is really good. Another one. They're actually going to land. Oh my god, they're actually going to land. This is scary. Yeah, they've landed some troops already. We've got another orange plane over there, look. We're going to try and take out as many of these ships as possible and stop the purples from landing on Fort Tan. Oh, look at that angle. That's a really cool angle. We're going to get him. We'll get him. And these orange planes do have a lot of bombs, as you can tell. They can just keep using them and using them. And it's because, I don't know, it's because they're lighter, you see. Well, plastic's a lot lighter in real life. Look at this. Oh, here we go. Another one. Another bombing run. These guys are going to start pushing on these tanks. So we're going to move these tanks up now, and we're going to use them as portable bunkers. See if that works. We're going to move you up there, move you up there. See if we can actually look over. Because these purples are going to be landing the same amount of troops as what they landed in the first wave. So there is going to be a link, guys, in the description if you want to see the first part of this battle. Oh, here we go. We've got little portable bunkers. Fire! Oh, look, this is sexy. Oh my god, look at this. I was going to say this was sexy then. I mean, why am I saying that? You know, that's not the right language for this channel. Right, we're going to drop some more bombs. We need to cover and fire this beach a little bit more. So we've got another one there. No, select him, goddammit. There we go. I love controlling these planes. They're so fun to use, especially when you're against ships. We've got oh, look at that. We've got a direct hit there. Bad idea clumping up. We're going to drop a bomb there. We're going to try and kill off as many of these purples as possible, because if they get up this beach, then they're going to take this fort, and the Tangerians do not want that. And as you can see, this time round in this battle, I have tried to play as both factions somewhat, because I know you guys always say, no, Mighty Mapper, you're being biased, man. Why don't you play as both factions? Oh, is that going to hit? Oh my god, that's actually going to... No, well far off, man. But yeah, I want to try and play as more factions. Oh look, they're actually grouping at the edge again. We're going to drop a bomb on them though, that's good. There we go. All good. You've got to love how glitchy this game is sometimes. I mean, the scripts are there. I don't know why it does it sometimes. It's usually when there's water, and, well, a lot of water really. There's another gun. And you've got to remember, every time I drop one of these bombs on these ships, it's killing like 15 troops. So this is pretty cool. Let's go in for a machine gun run. Let's see, these tanks should be doing pretty well. Look at dive bombs. So, oh, dude. This is so cool. How are we doing on the tanks? The tanks are still active, and it is just those tanks, and we have got a company of men ready to deploy as well. So we could do like a banzai charge maybe through there, to counter the purples, but that's not a good idea at this precise moment. We've got another plane there helping out, and these guys must be from the nearby fleet which was deployed, and unfortunately they did lose one of their carriers in the Battle of Valleyput. We're going to drop a bomb. Oh, that's a perfect place. Is he going to get him? Oh, nearly. I'm having too much fun here. I'm too busy blowing up these. Let's leave that guy to take some of the troops out himself. Same with you. We're going to deploy you. Oh my god, he's driving straight in to the tanks. Look at that duck. That's one brave duck. Where is he going? Tanks, take him out, man. Look, we're through. We made it. And then there's like an army of Tangerians just staring at him like, uh-oh. Boom. That was good timing. Very good timing. Oh no. So they're using their AT now, and they might just be able to take this wall again. You can see that this is a much better beach invasion than the last one, because they didn't make it far at all in the last battle. How are we doing down here? Have they actually landed troops on here as well? We've got to remember there is troops that have taken the inside of there, and I know why. Of course they're landing more purple troops. That's because the Tangerians have lost all of their artillery. Without their artillery, they're screwed. So now the purples are really working on these tanks right here. So let's take control of one of these tanks. And I love it because they double up as a bunker and a piece of artillery. There's not much we can do otherwise. I think we can send them over the hill, but we will lose. They have got AT grenades, these have. Oh, a direct hit there. We're going to try and hold them off for as long as possible. So this right here is 3 tanks versus around, I don't know, would you guys say 100 men maybe? 100 men. Oh, another direct hit. At least we're using the AP rounds rather than the AT rounds. And I say AP as anti-personnel. I know that AP can also mean armor piercing as well. But in this we've got AP and AT. I think we've still got the planes hovering overhead, and they are doing damage. So you can see the machine guns coming from the planes and the tanks. So we're going to stop them from getting closer on the right hand side right there. A direct hit. So there we go. I've done a bit of controlling from both nations. Oh, look at this. We've got some more vehicles moving up. These might be able to take out these Tangerian tanks. If they can do that, then the purples have retook the opening. You know, we've took the castle, and then it's keeping the castle. If they can keep Fort Tan, then that's good for the purples. Really good. But how long could they hold it for? Look at that plane; it's hovering very low, very low to the ground. Let's see if we can get a shot up on this. That was a direct shot. I don't think we did any damage there. No good. Let's move up some troops. Right, you guys. Oh, we've got another brave duck. Quack, quack, quack. Go on, move up. Well, I don't know why they're moving that close. That's just suicide. Let's get this plane out of the way because I don't know what that plane is doing. We'll get you. Oh, there he is. Wrong plane. Wrong plane. Love these planes. They're actually Japanese Zeros. And I'll tell you something, guys. I'm actually going to make the real Pearl Harbor at some point. Especially now we've got all these new ships. Oh, we've got machine guns. Alright, ready to drop a bomb. Drop the bomb. There we go. Is it going to land directly on them? Oh, yeah. It's going to send a chain reaction. It's like dominoes. I think this is so cool. I love these sort of battles. I really do love them. So the past couple of episodes have been a little bit sketchy than usual, but that is purely because this map has crashed on me so many times. So I've had to cut it into so many different parts. But it's not always going to be like this. Usually we do play the battle out in one video. Oh my god, that was no good. We just crashed. Oh, the purples have ran from the top by the looks of it, and now they're coming along the walls, and they're going to come and support this area. So they're actually taking this area right here, but we have got some trenches behind here which the purples are going to have to charge through and attack, because the Tangerians have a whole other company, maybe 2 companies, I can't remember how many I said, but they're on that side of the wall. So we could be looking at the next assault could be the purples defending Fort Tan against the Tangerians. But yeah, I think we're going to call it quits on this battle. The purples managed to hold the fort. The Tangerians did very well indeed. It's been a very sketchy video again. We've had to do many cuts, and I've had to play it in so many different parts. But maybe it's better like this. I mean, you have to let me know in the comments. Do you prefer the battles like this, or do you prefer them all in one edit? So do let me know. A big thank you to everybody that's watched, and I will see you guys in the next video.